Well, hello. Today we're going to talk about why it is essential, why it's critical that you understand why you need a home-based business. More importantly, we're going to talk about how a home-based business could actually save you thousands of dollars with the money that you're earning on your job. How would you like to be able to walk into your job starting today and get a increase on your job, a pay raise, without your boss getting a vote, without the company getting a vote, upwards of $200 to $300 per month for the rest of your working life? Well, my friend, my name is Mark Pyers and I live here in Orange County, California. It's always a blessing for me to be able to share this information that I was fortunately taught a few years back that totally has changed my family's life. It's given us more time freedom. More importantly, it has allowed us to build financial freedom. And so let's jump right into this information. Why you should be looking at getting yourself started in a home-based business. Well, the IRS defines a home-based business, my friend, as an activity. In fact, let's jump over and look at publication 334. This is a tax guide for small businesses or for individuals such as yourself that are looking at starting and launching yourself a part-time home-based business. Let's look at what the definition of a home-based business is. I'm going to scroll down here to the introduction portion here, where it says trade or business. Let's read what the IRS definition of a business is. So the IRS says trade or business. A trade or business is generally an activity carried on to make a profit. The facts and circumstances of each case determines whether or not an activity is a trade or business. You do not need to actually make a profit in your trade or business to be a trade or business, as long as you have a profit motive. Now, I want to read that one again because it's very important. I often get that question. Well, Mark, can I still get my tax deductions? Do I still get the tax benefits even if I'm not making money this year? The IRS, and I quote, says you do not need to actually make a profit to be in a trade or business, as long as you have a profit motive. They go on to say you do need to make ongoing efforts to further the interests of your business, which simply means you have to continue to try to make a profit. You do not have to carry on regular full-time business activities to be self-employed. So for those of you that really doesn't have a lot of time, this is perfect for you because the IRS says you do not need to carry on regular full-time business activities to be self-employed. Having a part-time business in addition to your regular job or business may be self-employment. And so there we have it directly from the Internal Revenue Services, publication 334, the IRS tax guide for small business owners or for individuals such as yourself, that, my friend, a business is an activity, not a thing. Let me give you another quick example. Let's say that you were selling Avon at your home on the weekend, and you invited a few girlfriends over and you guys sampled the Avon, and no one purchased any Avon. Well, my friend, you still get to write off all the expenses of your home office, all the expenses of maybe the fruit platters and wines and barbecue you may have thrown for that Tupperware party. You get a tax deduction for the activity, not the results of how much Tupperware or Avon you sold at that party. So I hope that was self-explanatory. Let me jump over and share with you, my friend, the tremendous amount of money you could actually save on your job simply by starting yourself a home-based business per the IRS themselves. So an employee with a home-based business generates $200 to $300 in income from the money they were losing in taxes on their job while they're trying to build their business and earn a profit. So what you're currently looking at right now is my back office, where I actually track all of my tax deduction. Today is March the 22nd, 2013, roughly about 10 weeks into the year. My total tax savings because of my home-based business is $6,345.54. Now, if you divide that by the amount of weeks that we are currently at here in 2013, again, today is March the 22nd, 2013, my friend, I have saved on my job, my JOB, while I'm working on my Plan B, $634 every week of 2013. Let me say that again. What if all you learned how to do was reduce the amount of taxes that you're watching come out of your paycheck by $600 per week on your job? This is money that goes back into my paycheck, as I was sharing with you. You see, a home-based business changes your tax advantages or disadvantages. The money that you earn in income, opposed to it going into the tax bucket out of your paycheck, now, my friend, that money stays in your income and you get to utilize it in your business. So let's look at some of the ways that I was able to capitalize over $6,000 in just 10 weeks in tax deductions. I'm not going to go through all of the categories, but as I open up the expenses here, as you can see, I got advertisement, gasoline, maintenance and meals and medical bills, printing, travel. This is all the categories in which each and every one of us spend money on. I'm going to talk about some of my expenses. In fact, last night I was able to meet with a gentleman and we went to a restaurant. We had a very nice dinner, okay? And I was able to write off, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. I'm going to open this one up really quick, how simple this is. And so I basically documented that I had a meal with Bryant. Okay, the meal was $52.31. The receipt's right here. It shows that there was 2 guests, shows the date that I had that meal. So what's important about this? Well, my friend, I get a 50% tax deduction for doing that. Now, let me show you the other portion of that. Well, I also was able to get a tax write-off for driving to meet Bryant at that dinner. And so 21.5 miles, I got 58 cents per mile as a tax deduction for doing that. How would you like to travel and get a tax deduction? How would you like to be able to write off a portion of your bills? Let me show this one to you. Really, really incredible. Utilities. I'm able to write off 22% of my light bills, water bills, and gas bills. Yes, you know, that's pretty extraordinary when you can take what you're already spending and you're able to get a tax deduction simply because you spent that money. And so I've already today, $586 in utility bills. I got a tax deduction because of my home-based business. And so, my friend, if you want to get out of debt and you want to lower your taxes, you got to start a home-based business. And so if you want to know, what type of home-based business should I start? Visit my website at cashflow.ws or feel free to pick up the telephone and give me a call. But I'll give you some of the examples. Then I'm going to share this information with you from a very extraordinary gentleman. How would you like to have more barbecues at your house and get a tax deduction? Spend more time with families. How would you like to, have a home office that looks like mine? How would you like to have more financial freedom? How would you like to be able to take money you're already spending and turn that money into tax-free income? I want to share this information with you by Mr. Sandy Bachman. He's a former IRS trainer, tax attorney, CPA. He also is a formal trainer of all IRS attorneys nationwide. Why you would be brain dead not to have a home-based business.
Hi, I'm Sandy Botkin, CPA, tax attorney, and former trainer of IRS attorneys nationwide. And we're going to be talking about why you'd be brain dead not to have a legitimate home-based business. What's interesting is that we have 2 tax systems in this country. And when I say that, most people think, sure, one for the rich, one for the poor. And I bet you thought that. Nope, you're close though. There's one to make you poor, and there's one to make you rich. The one to make you poor is designed for employees, for the working stiffs, because they're taxed on $1, and they really don't get a lot of deductions. But if you are self-employed, you get everything that an employee gets, and you can write off part of your house, your spouse, the equivalent of your kids' education and weddings. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. You can set up a pension that I promise you makes any government pension look small by comparison. You can set up a home office, which is worth thousands. And I'm going to say something that's going to sound funny, but the government is the biggest bookie in North America. Why? Because they want to subsidize you while you're building your business so that you can pay them for the rest of your life. And the way they do that is that they will subsidize your losses. If you have a loss, you can use that against any form of income you have. Interest, dividends, wages, pensions, anything. So let's take an example. Let's say you make $50,000 at a job. You have a home-based business that just generated a $10,000 loss. You only pay taxes on 40, the net. Let's say you're a single parent and the loss exceeds your whole income for the year. You can carry back all business losses 2 years and get a refund from the federal and state government for the last 2 years of taxes that you paid. You actually get a check. Canadians can carry back their losses 3 years. They have a little bit of better benefit. Or you can carry forward all business losses up to 20 years and offset the next 20 years of earnings. You never lose a properly documented business deduction as long as you're running your business like a business. So having a side business is really critical in making your life a lot less taxing.
So would it be worth spending a little time to learn this information? It's very simplistic information. Unfortunately, it's just not taught in the educational system, my friend. And so I often ask all the time, if you had the opportunity to keep your hard-earned money, the money that you go to work for, and you trade your time on your job that you're watching being taken from you in taxes, if you had the opportunity, if it's legal and ethical per the IRS, for you to be able to put that money back into your pocket, pay off your debt, and start to build financial freedom, would it be worth you spending a little bit of time to learn that information? If you said yes, my friend, get back with the person, share this with you. They'll tell you all about, what type of home-based businesses you can get started. Literally, you can get started in a home-based business for a few $100s, and sometimes you can get started in a home-based business for a couple $100s. Doesn't matter how much money it costs you. The tax deductions open up to you. You can do one or two things at this point, my friend. You can make and save money that you're already going to work for, and keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket, or you can make excuses. I've never seen anyone do both successfully. And so financial freedom, my friend, is right at the next exit or right at the next phone call after watching this video. Feel free to give myself a call. My name is Mark Pyers. I live in Orange County, California. I'm always open to helping and educating families. If you're serious about changing your life, if you're serious about being able to live the lifestyle that you want to live and own the home that you want to own, really own your home opposed to rent your home paying mortgage interest. If you want to have the bathrooms or give your wife the bathrooms that she wants, spend more time with families, have more barbecues, have a home office that looks like mine and have more time freedom, then my friend, get informed of the information. So my name is Mark Pyers. I'm here in Anaheim, California, my friend. God bless you. Feel free to visit my website, cashflow.ws. It's your money, my friend. It all depends on what you want to do with your money. And so now I think at this point you have some understanding that the fastest way for you to lower your income or to increase your income is to lower your taxes. And the fastest way for you to do that, my friend, is to start a home-based business. I want to thank you for your time. I want to encourage you to get back with the person and share this with you. I also want to ask you, if you like this video and you found it on YouTube, hit the like button so other families can get this vital information. I believe by working together and educating each other, we can change the poverty in this country. We can put those millions of families back to work. And so my wife and I have dedicated ourselves to educating families across this country. And I want to thank you for sharing your opportunity or your time to look at this information. I hope it truly helped you. God bless you, my friend. We won't see you at the top. We'll see you on the informed side. Take the opportunity to visit my website, cashflow.ws.